Hello and welcome! Silrace here with some Hearthstone ranked play, and I'm using my, well, gimmick decks or theme decks, whichever way you want to call them, to play around with things again, to slowly make my way down the rankings while having fun, eh? So we are playing a Maneater deck, and that's the name I have for this deck, and it involves all sorts of big man-eating creatures. Well, not necessarily big. I mean, basically the biggest creatures around here are his Corehound and a couple endgame legendaries. However, there is no humanoid creatures in this deck other than the Druid of the Claw, which always transforms into a beast anyway. And the rest of it are things such as Bite, Claw, Swipe, an angry chicken, and all sorts of funky, beast creatures and things which are supposed to eat all the opponents. So I guess this person doesn't want to greet me back. Whatever, I don't really give a damn. Let's play the game, huh? Well, that dies next turn. Do I draw something more interesting? No, I don't. And the king of the... well, Emperor of the man-eating creatures, huh? Emperor Cobra. Which synergizes quite well with Mark of the Wild, but obviously Mage is a tough opponent because of all the nasty things they can bring out. You know, like Polymorph, Fireball, and all of those things, which absolutely get rid of all these creatures. So we're just playing around with the fact that there is nothing on board. Let's drop Emperor Cobra, see if that can, you know, grab or catch some of the removal which would otherwise be hitting Corehound or whatever. Yeah, there is the Frostball. So I am fine with that. Now, I could eat this thing, and I think I will, because, yeah, we will eat this thing. We are man-eating beasts after all. So we will eat it for lunch and dinner, and, you know, there's probably nothing left for dinner anymore after breakfast and lunch out of it, but that's quite fine. Obviously, it was some sort of an ooze, goo, so it's probably put it in a blender and make a smoothie out of it or something. I don't quite know what the wild creatures employed by the Druid do with it. Okay, that is an interesting turn to do. I will give you that. That was absolutely interesting. We have our banana throwing friend here, but there is no reason to play him right now. We will probably throw down something scary, which is obviously the tiger. Tiger is really scary. Next turn we could do something quite interesting, such as dropping Makla and Power of the Wild to get +1/+1 for 2 6/6 creatures. But, yeah, we shall see. That thing obviously dies quite easily here. I mean, we have a Bite. We could take a Bite out of it. But do I want to? No, I don't think I don't. I think I'm gonna do it like this, huh? Then smack you. Now, do you have Polymorph? Because this is kinda a Flame Strike proof board at the moment, and we are on turn 7. So, which is why I didn't wanna, for example, drop Azure Drake or something, because it dies to the Flame Strike, and it's a man-eating Drake. Oh well. Now we can go Mark of the Wild on the Tiger and kill that, but the Tiger is then left with 1 health, which is a little annoying. But we could basically Power of the Wild it to simply remove it. What is that? Frostbolt, okay. That is interesting. You gonna kill it now with the wait. What is going on? You can't attack that, huh? You need to kill the taunt first. Okay, so you kill the taunt anyway. That is most curious. Now we're gonna eat that thing. Yeah, we easily have the mana too, so we are definitely going to eat it. And then we are gonna give this +2/+2 and kill that, and then we are going to eat it. So there is that. Now, let's see, do we get a polymorph or, you know, fireball on this tiger? Either is fine with me. I have Azure Drake, I have Core Hound. I mean, if it doesn't get removed, I have a Core Hound to drop right behind it. So, yeah. I quite like that idea. Now, that means, yeah, polymorph. Okay, that's fine. We still have Core Hound to drop because there is no real threat for it on the board at the moment. Obviously we could go Azure Drake into Makla for some big beefy creatures on the board. But nah, we are just gonna Core Hound and then smack a maze with the sheep. Could have coined into Power of the Wild for +1/+1, but the 6 health doesn't drop, you know, doesn't stop Fireball from killing Core Hound, so there is that. Okay, at least the sheep ate one shot from the Arcane Missiles. I mean, if you really wanted to try to get the Core Hound down a lot of health, you should have Fire Blasted the sheep first. But, well, what can you do? I have a second bite, so we can eat that. That is quite nice. We have a Power of the Wild even, huh? So, wait a minute. So we bite, we do that. We have 3 left. That means we eat you, and then we drop Makla to give bananas. Because, I'm just tempted to coin power, like go both of the Power of the Wilds here. To get the get this guy big, or drop 2 Panthers. But there is that problem of, yeah, let's go Makla. Yeah, even if it has those 2 +1/+1 bananas, so freaking what, huh? Can do 9 damage to the face after eating the Senjin Shield Must. I can't tell you if it tastes good. Well, tastes like chicken, most trolls do. Let's eat something more, huh? Stranglethorn Tiger, probably I need to drop the Azure Drake next turn, because right now there is nothing in the board which by itself kills it. So, to get some card draw. Ah, there's a Flame Strike, okay. What are you gonna drop in addition to that? Oh, yeah, I was thinking of that. Fire Blast. That's one reason why I was thinking of doing the Power of the Wilds, to make the creature flame-proof safe, but... Flame Strike, say flame proof. Okay, Azure Drake into Taunt. Right? Like this. And then we are going to either armor up or drop a 3/2 Panther behind it. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Too bad we didn't draw the savageries earlier when we had both of the bites, but whatever. We can live with that. Now, do you have the second polymorph? As if not, you'll have to deal with the Azure Drake, and I can buff the Azure Drake even more next turn with the Power of the Wilds. 15 cards left in deck. That is fine. That is a lot of little creatures coming on board, huh? Can kill the 1/1 next turn just fine. I can drop the Power of the Wild, hit that. Yeah, that all makes sense. Just counting all plays, you know, as usual. You should do that sort of stuff in the beginning. Savage Roar doesn't help over much. Although with Savage Roar I could get rid of this thing in one go. Which could be kind of interesting here. Let's say I do that. So I could do this, Savage Roar, I could Savagery that, then I could hit something else with my face still. I could hit that and remove it. Yeah, let's do that actually. drop the tiger, then go savage roar, then go like this, so we get up to 3, then we are gonna coin so we can savagery. Actually, that was a bit of a missed play here, because we now need to deal with that thing. Well, that's fine. We're gonna smack that just for the funsies of it. Then we are gonna savagery it, and we are going to eat that. I mean, we had pretty close to lethal there. No real point in that. I couldn't kill her in this turn, so it doesn't matter. Let's maintain board control, get rid of the nasty big guy. So that is quite fine, huh? Now if my creatures don't die this turn, I'm quite surprised we haven't seen the bananas do anything. There is a flame strike, okay, that's fine. Still have to hit the thing with something to kill it. And the tiger is still nicely alive. So now you have to hit me, huh? No, you can't hit that. It is in stealth. Flame strike does not remove stealth. Somehow people always think that an AoE removes stealth. I don't know what's up with that, to be all out honest with you. So, yeah, no, you can't hit it. What are you playing, huh? Play something. You have 3 mana left. Play a creature. Or something else. Shattered some cleric. Here I thought we would finally see the bananas on the freaking gnome or something. I don't know. Mark of Nature, huh? We can do that. Health and Taunt, huh? Like that. Then we can Power of the Wild the Panther out. Then we can Power of the Wild to do +1/+1. Then we can do that. And then we can smack you. And then we have lethal on board right now. And which is Flame Strike safe for the moment. So it can, well, easily has the what to kill the tiger, can kill the tiger easily this turn, but it's a Flame Strike safe. And yeah, this is going a little wonky at the moment. There is the polymorph, kind of expected, not really surprised about that. I mean, I didn't expect to win this game with this deck. I haven't played this deck at all before, so I wasn't at all sure how this deck functions. So, not at all. I mean, it's just a gimmick deck I put together, so freaking what? And if I lose, then I lose. I am having fun anyways. So, let's see what my draw here is. I mean, there are different plays I could have done entirely differently and whatnot. I don't really give a damn. I mean, yeah, trade those. Yep, that's fine. Now let's see, what do I draw? I draw anything which gets me a taunt? No, I don't. Well, I get which gives me a taunt, but doesn't give me a creature to give the taunt to. I'll see you folks in the next game. Yeah, moving to game 2 with my Maneater deck here. Let's see how this turns out, huh? So, first game was a real practice game. Didn't work out that well. So freaking what? I mean, I didn't even draw my swipes. I have 2 of them in the deck. But I don't have a lot of card draw. So, do we want to keep the swipe against the hunter, huh? Yeah, I think we do. Let's see. I don't have a lot of early turn plays in this deck. But the, a little annoyance that I get none of it anyway, which is a bit of an annoyance here. But such is life, huh? And a second Mark of Nature. This started out pretty bad here. That is Loot Hoarder. We will have to kill that for the card draw, but gets the card out of it and I take 1 damage. That is fine. I don't want creatures on board for the moment. If I can avoid it at least. Kind of expecting the whole Unleash the Hounds, you know, Starving Buzzard play. A second Loot Hoarder. Curious plays here. And then I draw my 7-cost creature. This is just not turning out all that well, is it? Well, we can coin Azure Drake next turn to get something out. Or coin Druid of the Claw, which is probably the better play to get the taunt out on board. Although if we get Azure Drake and we manage to keep it on board, we can drop Mark of the Nature on it the following turn. So that is positive. Timberwolf, yep, that means we need our Druid of the Claw then. Yep. Not you. You! We need our Druid of the Claw. Because the Azure Drake doesn't live through the 4 attack on the bear, obviously. So, Druid of the Claw it is, huh? Kill command. Well, you still have to hit it with something. Do you have... Okay, you're wasting Timberwolf on it. That is most interesting play, my friend. Quite fine. I am okay with that. I mean, I could have swiped them, but I wanted a creature on board. Let's see, what do we get? Get Savagery. I'm kind of expecting a bigger play here. To, like... Oh, Houndmaster, okay. So that's, did that. But then I can, now I get a real value swipe, huh? Yep, especially since I drew the second one as well, so I'll swipe that. Do this and smack the Hunter here. I mean, the little Timberwolf, whatever, that's kind of a swipe target as well, but so effing thug, no? Or what, or whatever. Savannah Highmane, Angry Chicken! Oh my word, I should probably do this whole Angry Chicken play right now. Yeah, let's do just that. Angry Chicken, Mark of Nature. I'm gonna kill that. If I Savagery, no, I don't need to Savagery that thing. There is no real point to doing that. But I now have Angry Chicken with Mark of Nature on it, which obviously dies to the Savannah Highmane just straight up, but I don't really care. It's just hilarious play. But right now, that thing then dies to the swipe, huh? And swipe also takes off that thing's armor, which is also quite nice. Damn it, we keep drawing the core hounds and stuff, so and I am 1 health away from being able to drop disc or mana away from being able to drop Druid of the Claw and swipe in same turn. Which is a little bit painful. We could drop the Druid of the Claw, but it just tries to the Highmane. And then we could Savagery off the Divine Shield from this guy even still on the same turn. Which is quite funky. Now if I swipe, there will be those 2/2 hyenas, that's still 8 damage on the board. And then we can drop Druid of the Claw next turn. Yeah, I think that is better play at the moment. We will do this. Then we will do that. We could kill the guy this turn. Do I want to? Because, yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of him this turn. Then there is nothing to kill the Druid of the Claw when I played next turn. Which was part of the point of doing that. Deathwing is a little bit bad play at the moment because of how well workable my hand right now is. So don't expect to win this game at all with the starting on hand I had. I mean, I haven't gotten any of my earlier game cards. Like, sure, I got my funky play with the Angry Chicken. That's pretty much it, huh? Hover even, yeah, whatever. Pull the damn hover on the... Yeah, well, not much can do with that, huh? I'll see you folks in the next game. Okay, turn 3. What am I talking about? Game 3, round 3, whatever. Oh, we are against rank 22. Now, if we could get an earlier gameplay, that would be like fantastic. I'm gonna keep the Druid of the Claw just for the possibility. Okay, we get a claw at least, so we can at least remove something. So, yeah, the first 2 games ever with this particular deck didn't turn out quite so well. I am quite okay with that. I am having fun playing this deck. I mean, would have been awesome to have had the Emperor Cobra in that previous game, like in the earlier stages of the game. But what can you do when you don't draw it, huh? And your deck doesn't have that much card draw. So, Nat Pagal, huh? I'm gonna hit Nat Pagal. Next turn we are gonna drop Emperor Cobra, and then Cobra gets to eat Pagal. Or we could just, you know, attack and claw it to get rid of it, but I really don't care that much about one Pagal. So, yeah, we're gonna drop Cobra. If he runs his ooze into the Cobra, then he does. If not, then we get the Pagal. So, play Protect the Pagal or don't. Your call. Alright. There's the ooze gone. I mean, we don't really have a turn 4 play anyways. Oh, we do have Savagery now though. So we could claw. Yeah, this looks good, huh? Multiple removal. Do that, smack that. And there is the 2-1 left, obviously, because Harvest Golem keeps coming back. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. Oh, scary creatures, Harvest Golems. It is a shame I pulled this guy into my opening hand, because right now, well, I can't play it, obviously, for another 6 turns or 5 turns anyways. But, yeah, we will see, huh? Maybe I will play him in this particular game. Now, we could remove that as well again, but I think we are just gonna drop a creature which trades with everything on board. Unless there is, well, Blessing of Kings on whichever creature he wants to play it on, and then smack that, huh? So, yeah. Whichever way you want to do it. Oh, True Silver Champions. That means he can get rid of the creature. And then I just need to kill the Harvest Golem thing on my following turn, which is quite fine. I'm okay with that. Big problem is we cannot play Azure Drake because it just gets killed with the True Silver Champion. So we are going to claw kill this thing and end the turn. We get rid of it. Now give me something which doesn't die to a True Silver Champion, huh? That would be a good draw. Obviously Azure Drake would bait up the final attack from it and give me the card draw. So that might end up being the turn 7 play. Oh, Defender of Argus with nothing else on board. Might have wanted to do the, you know, 1-1 first and then Defender. That could have been an interesting play by itself. Thankfully, I don't really need to play this guy this turn because I can do Azure Drake into Mark of Nature next turn. So we are just gonna smack and kill that. So he can't do another buff up, so there is only one creature to basically put a buff on. Could have beaten it, eaten the big guy with a bite. So effing what? Yeah. Oh, you're wasting your weapon attack on me. That is fine with me, huh? Or do you have another weapon? Now we could swipe next turn actually. But nope. We are gonna do this play because we pulled the second Mark of Nature. Oh! And then we can do Angry Chicken Mark of Nature play. Because that is hilarious, if nothing else. And we can eat that Defender as well in the same turn. Although I should probably try to save the bite for when we draw a Savagery next time. So, oh, Elder Peacekeeper, yeah, that's fine. And then you True Silver Champion hit it. But now we have a nice value swipe. Because I don't think my creature gets removed this turn, so we can swipe the almost entire board out. So that is quite good. And we pull the Druid of the Claw, which is quite fine. And then we are going to do Angry Chicken with Mark of Nature, because screw you, huh? Whichever you hit it first is going to, you know, if he attacks it first with the older Peacekeeper to keep the Peacekeeper alive, then he takes a lot of damage to the face from the chicken. And otherwise he loses this Peacekeeper. Either way, I'm quite fine with it, huh? And if it doesn't attack it, then I'm just gonna attack and kill the Peacekeeper. Yeah, I did it that way around, huh? That means 6 damage to your face. Which I'm quite okay with. Shattered some Cleric to buff the Peacekeeper, yep. Yeah, that is fine. Then we put down that thing and then we eat the Drake. Because eating Drakes is always fun. We're 1 card away from, well, after next turn, 2 cards away from being able to just drop the Deathwing for the freaking entire board clear, and well, might be doing that if things turn out in such a way that the board is flooded with enemies on his turn. Oh, Consecration to get rid of that. That is interesting, to say the least. You got a buff for the 1/1? Thinkmaster, oh. Ah, thankfully it was the squirrel. So there's that, huh? And then we have Deathwing! So, Thinkmaster was gone. Now was time to play the goddamn Deathwing. Play on hands, huh? Well, that's pretty much your entire turn. Obviously, a good card to have in this situation. And I can beat that thing to death, which is quite fine. And I can drop Core Hound. Then we can just smack you for 12. And then we have 19 damage. What am I talking about? 21 damage on board, which has lethal on board if you can't get rid of my man-eating creatures. Because Deathwing. Right, so, yeah. There is a reason Deathwing is in this deck, and that is the fact that this is the biggest man-eating thing in World of Warcraft universe, basically. Well, Warcraft universe. And, well, rather, it used to be the big thing. It's not so big anymore, but it used to be. So, yeah. Do you have something else? Oh, Bloodmage's Dullnose. I'm gonna eat that as well. Because screw Bloodmage's Dullnose. And King Makla. We will King Makla. And then we will beat you senseless with a bunch of creatures. And you have 3 health, Mr. Paladin. Do you have more heals in your deck? And can you clear my board to the point where I don't have lethal? Because that would be also quite nice. Now I believe I used both of my bites, so I don't think I have a spell to kill with. But I have some other creatures as well still. Now Hammer of Wrath, okay? Card draw. 3 mana away, card draw, equality. Yeah. So whether you equality consecrate. God damn you for being so lucky with that. Oh well. And then I pull a Savagery, which doesn't do anything but kill that. So we can get it out of the board and we can hit you for 1. Equality consecrate. Well, that's both consecrates gone at least, so there is that. So, Ragnaros, that wins you the game. Well played. A shame. That was pretty close call. Pretty good game though. I absolutely love that. If I had had 1 extra turn, or rather, if I had been brave enough to drop the Deathwing 1 turn earlier, I probably would have won that. That would have been awesome. Well, anyway, let's play one more game. This is gonna be a long series, but let's play one more game, huh? Okay, moving on to the next and final round with this Druid deck. So this is technically game 5, because game 4 was a turn 2 concede by my opponent. So what do we want to keep out of this? I'll keep the Power of the Wild to drop a Panther on turn 2. Or, and turn 3 play will be Makla. That is definitely the way to go here. Greetings to you, my fellow Druid brethren. I don't have Ironbark Protectors, so this is going to be really funky if, once this gets to the late game. And I mean, this deck tends to drag the games out quite a bit. Which is, I am okay with that, huh? I'm having fun playing it, eating everything which comes across and probably losing in the end. So freaking what? I have gotten down to rank 23, huh? Playing all these random gimmick decks. It's all good, eh? So, what are you dropping for 2 mana? I could, that makes it questionable. Do I don't wanna... Yeah, I wanna drop the Panther. Because the Panther can trade for it, and if not, I can still drop turn 3 Makla. And then turn 4 I can Mark of the Wild the Makla. Which is quite okay. So you armor up. You gonna hit me? Yeah, you're gonna hit me. You're gonna trade the creatures too. Or do you make me trade the creatures? Yep, you make me trade the creatures. Not really surprised about that. I'm quite okay with it anyways. I was kind of expecting that. Oh. This is the play we will do. Huh? Angry chicken! Oh, why the heck not, since I got that? He has to waste the fairy dragon into it, because if he attacks it with his face first, then we are... Or whatnot. I mean, can't leave that thing alive. But it's a way to get a taunt on board for a bat. I love that. That's gonna be funny. We can basically Savage Roar next turn if we want to and do a massive amount of damage to the Druid even. Let's see what comes out on turn 3. Oh, you're gonna eat it. Okay, that's funny. You get to eat the angry chicken. Angry chicken is angry. That is quite fine, huh? This turn, yeah, we're just gonna Makla it out and then kill that. Because Makla is resistant to swipe, it lives with 1 HP even through a swipe, so it makes it quite good play when the enemy is hitting the, you know, turn 4. And of course, this particular opponent has already burned coin, so doesn't have a coin to drop anything bigger and nastier on the Makla anyway. But no, he has bananas, because bananas overpowered. Obviously, this is the board state you want to drop Makla in all honesty, where the enemy doesn't have something to instantly buff with the bananas. To like get going with the attacking. We don't have enough mana to eat that right away, so we will perform Druid and then kill it. So yeah, have a taunt protecting Makla, which is quite nice. I'm kind of expecting a swipe here, because well, it would make sense. Swipe or a Starfire. Starfire would wipe Makla and do 2 damage still to the big dude. Something along those lines. But we will see what we are up against. So yeah, this deck kind of suffers from the only card draw being the 2 Azure Drakes. But I mean, it's a gimmick deck, it's a theme deck. We are eating our opponents and we have, well, all sorts of creatures to do it with as well, in addition to just biting them. I don't know if I would be biting that kind of a creature, but it's this massive... What is that even trying to be? To me it looks like a rat, no offense to anyone. But yeah, there is that, obviously. What? Ah, Voodoo Doctor! We will kill Voodoo Doctor. Okay, you're armoring up. Are you attacking into my minion? Or what? What is going on here? I don't... Oh, a bananas. Okay. You Voodoo Doctor bananas. I'm basically kind of tempted to swipe, or rather bite that thing. Which would make sense, yeah, we will do just that. We will eat it. We'll use 1 card because it was a Voodoo Doctor and both of the bananas. That's all 3 of those things gone in a single bite. And I mean, it tasted like banana with a troll mixed into it. So there is that, obviously. Now, why haven't I seen a swipe or something? I mean, I have pretty weak creatures on the board at the time, for the time being. That thing is going to be the target for swipe, especially if there is another claw. I'm hoping you're going to attack something. No, you cannot attack Makla, because there is a taunt in your way. Turn 7, we are going to, yep. There is that. We can Mark of Nature Makla if we want to. Make it a 5-6. I think we will do that. We will swipe. Then we will Mark of Nature Makla. Make it a 5-6, huh? Not 5-7, 5-6. Anyway, now I have 2 taunts on board, and both of them are being nasty big. And there is a Starfire. Okay. Waiting for one of those big things to appear finally. Hopefully we can get Emperor Cobra on board for the next turn. But hoping for the... You know, we're kind of expecting the Iron Bark Protector to show up. So there is that. And we could technically Savage Roar that thing off the board. Or then we will just drop the Stranglethorn Tiger and eat it with Makla. Because 1 damage extra on the Makla, it's still resistant to the swipe, so that's fine. So we have lethal on board, and we have Savage Roar for extra lethal. So let's see, an Iron Bark Protector dies to the Emperor Cobra. That's the main reason that thing was included in this deck to begin with, because it eats all the big taunts for lunch. If it gets to survive for that long, it usually doesn't. But, well, never know, never know. It's a fun little card anyway. So, that is a second Starfire. That means no big dude. That is quite fine. We have lethal on board still with the Savage Roar. So even if you armor up, you're dead. What do you do with your 2 mana? You're gonna armor up and attack me, because that would make like sense and stuff. Oh, it didn't even attack me. Yeah, surprised about that. Then we just Savage Roar and win here. Guess that would make like sense and so on, huh? Okay, well played, well played. And the Druid has eaten the other Druid, and we are done here, and I'll see you folks next time with some more Hearthstone action and whatnot. Thank you very much for watching.